Hello, my Leos. Oh my goodness, I've missed you guys so much, and I love you all very much. I hope you've all been happy, healthy, and well, guys. This is what I want to hear. And let's get started with your reading. So, those of you who've been following me for a while, you know how I kind of operate. The first half will be about you and your situation. Second half will be about your soulmate. I tend to stick to love, okay, but anything can come out. The reading can really go anywhere. I'm more of a reader who is purely intuitive, okay? Um, so let's get started here. Now, again, if you are interested in a private reading, you can email me down below. That information is in the description box. And keep in mind, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with your situation. But again, for something tailored to your specific situation, you will need a private reading. Okay? So let's get started, but hopefully it will resonate with the bulk of you. Okay. So, Leo, all right, it's funny. I had just finished another reading, and this ended up on the bottom of the deck as I was shuffling from the previous one. This Six of Pentacles, it makes me feel like this is more a reading I feel for Leo singles or, Leos who are, I don't know, it feels like kind of out and about, or either, whether you are separated from somebody, you let go of a connection, or you're just, you're single. It feels like this is a singles reading for right now. And this feels like there's an energy like somebody has the hots for you. I also feel like there is an energy of maybe somebody I feel like is interested in you, kind of watching you with awe, watching you, with deep interest. And it feels like I just feel like they're interested in you. Their curiosity is piqued. I also feel there is this energy of maybe in the past couple of weeks, couple of months, it feels like you really started to let go of this. Feels like maybe career or, in other areas of your life, maybe even love as well. It just feels like that which made you uncomfortable, or maybe you made some like rather large decisions that were really in tune with where you wanted to be in your life, where you wanted to go, where you, I don't know, feels like you're doing what you've always wanted to do. I feel like you're working towards a, not to sound cliche, but like towards a dream. And what it feels like though is there are things that are happening or have happened because you started to do it. It feels like you chose something or you chose a certain path, be it that you changed some of your behaviors, be it that you just started to do or become like who you really are or show your true colors. You're starting to do kind of like what is right versus what is easy. No, not what is right versus what is easy. It's more coming out like, I guess one could say that, but it's more feeling like rather than go the easy way, you're doing kind of the hard stuff that needs to be done, kind of going through whatever made you uncomfortable. That's more how this is coming out, and it led to many positive results, or leading to positive results, beneficial results for your life. And I also feel like it's because the way you're feeling about yourself, about your life, about also with this star, about life in general. I feel like there is this kind of higher perspective that has been achieved in regards to life itself. Maybe some of you have done some deep thinking, some deep spiritual experiences. And what it feels like is, let's say from like a year ago, Okay, maybe your head, it's feeling like was in a different place. Your emotions were in a different place than they are now. And I also feel like for those of you maybe who are still along this path, there is this question being posed to you. Most of like, are you being true to yourself? Are you being truly expressive with your emotions? Do you practice proper healthy boundaries, healthy boundaries? Because there's this energy of being true to yourself. And especially not just in the physical world, but in the emotional world. There's something here about like being in tune, but also expressive with your emotions, with who you actually are on the inside. I feel there is this energy too of it's not necessarily people pleasing. It's more like maybe letting go. There's an energy of like letting go of what you think you were supposed to do because of, I don't know, whether this attachment card is sitting here. This makes me feel like maybe what you thought or what your, it could be like culture, parents, family, or even like peer pressure to do a certain thing. It feels like you've let go of that. Okay. Or there's a call, if you're still along this path, let go of that. It's also, it really feels like maybe things that you're like parents, there's something coming out of that nature of peer pressure, kind of going after a dream, but in the right way. But I also get like being true to who you really are. What are you really attracted to? Who are you really attracted to? When you feel a certain way about things, do you actually say it or do you stay comfortable? There's something here about like comfortable or kind of really in tune with oneself. I'm hearing like some of you, I heard like maybe may have dropped the act or need to drop the act. Maybe some of you feel like you did that already. There's also a big energy here of, okay, but now taking this like in the kind of a positive or like a healthy viewpoint of this, like not caring in a way what others think of you. Okay, but now that can easily go in a kind of unhealthy direction. It's not to say that, let's say, you're being careless, okay, or insensitive, or, just a big fat asshole. Because a lot of people kind of take that as kind of license to do whatever you want. That's not how this is coming out. It's more being really true to yourself, honest with your emotions, open with your emotions, who you are, who you want to be. And I feel like it's leading you, especially in career, to a very good place. But also, when you really get into this energy, into this way of being, this kind of, it feels more like this way of life. You don't go back. I also feel like there's deep spiritual truths that have either understood or are understanding now, and it's leading to stability really in all areas of your life. But especially, it's something about like the people around you. You may have like even let go of a certain circle of people, or maybe there is a call to do that. If you feel you've done that, then this is confirmation. I feel too like, okay, recognizing that which didn't work for you and recognizing that which does. If you were doing certain things a certain way for like months or years, okay, it feels like, and if that didn't work, then it was kind of like maybe you changed it up. You took a look at yourself, and maybe some of you are still doing that now. Whatever it is, it feels like because something changed, or you're evolving now from a page of cups directly to a queen. Whether you're a guy or girl, it doesn't matter. Gender, sex does not matter here. There's this kind of gracefulness now, but also an energy of like, uh, not a pushover, but also not aggressive. The world, lessons learned. And I feel like this is really good energy, and this is really powerful place to be. I feel like mistakes that you've made in the past, you're owning up to that, not playing the victim with certain things anymore. And kind of, again, there's this energy of taking pure, full accountability for where you were at. And I feel like you're making very good changes, or have made these changes, and they have paid off or will be paying off. But I think the key is really being true to yourself and others. And others. They kind of go hand in hand, really. You don't have to worry about being true to others if you're true to yourself. If you're honest all the time, it's like this energy of not pretending anymore. That's when I just saw 12:12 on the timer. No more pretending. I just heard some of you, there's this energy of like, step into the light now, step into the truth. You're embracing reality, or embrace reality. I just heard like embrace reality. And I just heard this. It's like embracing reality, embrace reality, and you will find life goes much easier for you. Okay, let's get now into this. Now, okay, at least for the sign of Leo. There's the Death card. Major transformations in your life. I feel an energy of, if some of you, like, there's this energy of I don't know if it's an old relationship, or it could be like current one. There's this energy almost of maybe an old relationship, whatever. It's kind of like not fulfilling, but maybe you were with someone who is not being true to themselves. Maybe you weren't being true to yourself. It just feels here like that which you used to do, or that you used to, like behaviors, whatever, they have been transformed, or you are being encouraged to, or you have done that. It feels like for the bulk of you, you have done so. You've thought about really who you are as a person, what it is that you want in life, in love, in career, in relationships, like overall. And Ace of Pentacles. Some of you may have been involved with, or are currently involved with, somebody who maybe like that was a repeat of an older situation. And it feels like either that is coming to an end by your hand. It more feels like by you. It honestly feels like something that falls apart, or fell apart, This feels like a romantic relationship that may not have been the best thing, honestly. And it feels though like maybe like a repeat of it, but it feels like it's getting ready to end. Or it ended already. Either it needs to for some of you, or it did already and you're reaping the benefits of that. There's something about being true to yourself. Some of you, there may even be, I swear, like a same-sex situation going on here with somebody. Maybe you or was involved with somebody like that. Somebody may be coming out or has come out or at least admitted to themselves like, hey, this is what I'm into. I'm also getting an energy of, I don't know, like trying to fit into a certain crowd. Maybe somebody is no longer doing that. Let me see here. Let me see, because this attachment card is sticking out to me. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Six of Wands. This feels like an energy of how you come off to someone or people in general. I'm hearing like how I come off to you. There's something like of a vanity with this, but it's more like, okay, let's say somebody is down, or like you're down today, right? Okay. There's almost this energy of like, even like social media. I'm hearing like social media obsession, or like trying to appear a certain way when that's not how you feel, or like being more genuine with your feelings in the moment. Like, hey, if you're not having a good day today, let's say, right, and someone asks you how you are, okay, and I mean more like someone close to you, or people who you call your friends, rather than just like pretending, oh, everything is just fine, I don't want to come off like as weak or whatever. There's this energy of not caring anymore. That's how you stay in balance. Getting support that you need. This feels like maybe what was shedded for a lot of you, or maybe something that would aid what needs to be shedded. Not hiding feelings anymore, not hiding emotions, not like burying things. There's the Tower. Rather than try to like burn them off, fight them off, destroy them, bury them. There's like this energy of being really honest about them. Taking advice, being open, taking support, nurturing. Being around the right people as well seems to matter here, be relevant here, because I'm getting an energy of like, there are some people who kind of are so disassociated from their emotions, it can even lead you down that path. Oh, just tough it out. Oh, just this, just that. Like, oh, emotions are weak. That's no good. And you may have even learned that, but it's also coming out like, whether this is like a friend group, a circle, this could have been like the old, whatever this is, that's what'll kind of hold you back. Some of you out there is an energy coming out here of like, beware of who you're trying to impress, or were trying to impress, whatever, because there is an energy of kind of this friend circle or group of people who it's coming more off like vanity, impressing. And also, I keep hearing like social media. Somebody out there, I don't know if it's like Yulia or like a person around you, maybe like someone who's very obsessed with how they come off to others, how their life looks on the outside. That's the kind that that's kind of energy that you don't want to be around. I feel like I want to say this. Always remember this. The grass is always greener on social media. Somebody out there needs to hear that. Let me see here now for Leo. Let me see. Let me see this new look, because there's somebody. Let me see here. I feel like there is an energy coming through here of you going after who it is you really want. Getting really in tune with who you are attracted to. And I think there's someone out there who has an interest in you. I feel this. There's this energy of you need to go after who or what it is you're really attracted to. Four of Cups. The World. Nine of Swords. Eight of Swords. Some of you, there's this energy coming across of somebody who may think that you're not interested in them, or, maybe you gave them, like, maybe this is like someone who you know of, who you may have, like, given the cold shoulder, or, like, you weren't into them at the time, maybe, like, a few years ago, or whatever, and maybe it just was, like, the wrong place at the wrong time. There's an energy almost coming through of like right person, wrong time. And I feel like this feels like maybe someone who you once had a breakup with, but this feels more like somebody who you rejected. This is how this is coming out. This doesn't feel though like like a toxic relationship. This feels though more maybe like someone who it was like, it feels again like a right person, wrong time. But I'm hearing, okay, two people may have been kind of similar in maybe their reactions, or these people, it feels like they're different but similar. One may have been dark though, one may have been in light kind of energy and dark energy. One person, okay, because it feels like I'm almost hearing like, okay, it's not the jealous one. Because I think jealousy comes in like different forms. Because there's someone here who was like toxically jealous. I feel like this may be someone who you rejected, okay? But I feel like it's not the one who you gave the world to. Because I'm getting an interesting situation. It's like a similar, two similar people, but it feels like maybe it's not the one who you chose to be in a relationship with. Somebody out there has been waiting for you all along. And I feel like this may even be like someone who saw you, I don't know, like if you were in like past relationship or whatever, they may have seen like, okay, this is not gonna work. Like with it, but I feel like though they maybe were rejected, they are coming out as still having hope. The connection is still alive. The connection is still, I feel like this is a deep kind of love. I'm hearing this like, who's the one that you didn't give your attention to? That's the one. Or who's the one that you may have rejected in the past? But it's feeling like it's not the one who you were in a relationship with. Because there's someone in your life, I think in the past, who like really got your full attention, your full world, and they just wanted more and more and more. There's another who maybe really didn't get your, like, the full you. That feels like it's that's what I feel. That may be like the distinction. Let me see how they feel about you, or let me see now. Some of you who aren't like, okay. There's somebody who you may be in no contact with right now that has always cared about you, always loved you. And it feels like you may have separated along your journey, along your path, and while the relationship with you may have been unstable at the time, because again, it feels like maybe your head or their head, whatever, it was in like a different place. Again, though, this feels like someone who you were not in a relationship with, or maybe like you rejected closeness with. What it feels like is they know what you were going through. This feels like someone spiritual. This feels like somebody who just had an inner knowing. And I feel like all isn't lost. If you thought all was lost with somebody, it's not. That somebody still cares, but it may be an earth sign. It also may be wait. I'm hearing it's like right under your nose. It's somebody right under your nose. I also feel like there's an energy of closeness, like physical closeness, meaning like living this, like maybe where you live, that kind of closeness. Like it's not so far to get to them. Some of you may even live like in the same town or county. Like it doesn't feel like it's a hassle to get to them. That's what I feel. Let me see how this relationship can work. Or will this energy... Well, let me see, will they reach out to you? The world, no. So this does feel like somebody who you may have cut off for whatever reason, you know, or maybe they just saw, okay, like you're going on your path now. Okay, it's like, it's clear, okay, for my own good. They may have tried, but you weren't interested at the time. What it feels like is the ball is in your court here to... Wow. The love was never lost. I think if you reach out to whomever this is, again, you know, there may need to be like some discussions had, maybe like an explanation. You know, they may be a little angry, a little huffy, a little this, but there is this energy, though. It feels like, you know, trust would need to be reestablished, but I feel like there's an underlying bond here between you two that really is unexplainable. It feels like the pain of maybe whatever that was caused, you know, maybe by not being good, that feels like it can be resolved. And it feels actually like you would feel content with whomever this is. This feels like somebody who has your back, who always did. And whoever the one is, though, that did the cutting off, that's the one who has to reach out. That is what I feel. But that's a relationship that could really work out. Let me just see for those of you. They're being very clear here, though. There's also somebody from your past who is no good. No good. And I think you need to be able to... It's like, this may be a water sign, okay? It feels like somebody who was too sexual and too that's what this feels like. It's like kind of guiding you to the one that it's not. Showing you what the one that it's not. It's not. There's one from maybe you're one or a few from like who are truly no good. They don't have good intentions for. I don't really feel people in general. It just feels like they want to control people. Abuser. And then there's like an energy of. There may be I don't know why I'm getting like a water sign. It could be, but there's this energy of like maybe even somebody who was into. They just feel like kind of a dark individual. No respect for themselves. It's like the one, like they got it all, but it still wasn't enough for them. They were still jealous. This feels like kind of the relationship of a lifetime with the right one. There's one from your past that is a destroyer, and there's one that is I feel like it's a friggin' damn, like a blessing. They will bring out the best in you and you in them. Let me just see any advice for you, general advice. And then I'll close the reading off. Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. This is a relationship of a lifetime. And I feel like stability. If it's stability, this feels like maybe somebody who was once a stable part of your life that fell. This is stability. This may be like an earth sign or somebody with earth tendencies. This just feels like the two of you really would balance each other out, or you did. And it's someone who you are no longer in contact with, but the love is still there. There may be, if you feel weird to reach out, just take the risk. Okay, for cross watcher, it could be you to take the risk. I don't know, or maybe them who is feeling this, whatever way this is going. If it's, this just feels like, it really feels magical to me. It feels like a true couple. Okay, this can even be friendship. I feel like it's really rooted in friendship. The roots of this relationship are in friendship. There's something about friendship. This person may have been very big on friendship. Some of you, it could be like an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or somebody with earth-like tendencies. Let me just see career-wise how things are going. Okay, Seven of Swords. Wheel. It's the same message as before. My God. It's like, I get an energy of, you're not shying away from what you want to do anymore. And there's this energy of not hiding yourself, not like being out there, going after, not even chasing what you want, making it a reality. And I feel like you're really creating a good future for yourself. Career feels like it's great. It feels like you're kind of like asserting your, I don't know, or creating your place in this world, creating the space for yourself, creating a space is the wrong word. It's like a place for yourself, showing who you are, that you're like someone to be considered, to be contended with, to be chosen for either, let's say you're starting a business, like, you know, you're putting yourself, making yourself an option. In business, though, remember, or like with your job, your career, know who's your friend and who's a colleague. That's what I want to say. Okay? And it's like with I keep feeling like with impressing, like, be your own damn person. Okay? That's what I feel. Let me just get a closing message for you, Leo. Any ideas that you have, put them into motion, see how they go, test it out. See what works, what doesn't work. There's the door to value. I see your finances really improving, the temple path. There's an energy of, though, always make sure you balance. It took the words right out of my mouth. Balancing out the material world, the physical work, with the emotional, the spiritual and the emotional. That's the real path to balance. It's like kind of working hard, let's say, money, but not neglecting your spirituality or your emotional side too. Happy family. That's what will lead to happy family in general, but also like this, I feel, is like your true friends, your soul tribe, your, or this feeling of like having support, having a true happy family around you, be them by blood or not. But it may there is an energy though of just remember, like, okay, it's again, there are some who are friends, some like true friends, okay, true best friends, okay. There are some whose relationship depends upon your business, right? Like, okay, if the money's not there, they wouldn't be your friend, you know. But that's okay. That would be though called a work colleague or a colleague, client, colleague, right? Some turn into friendships, some are not. But I think it's be clear who's who in your life, okay? I'll make that distinction. So, Leo, I hope this reading resonated with you. I'm sending you so much love. And again, if you're interested in a private reading, you may email me down below. That information is in the description box. Well, my love to you, and bye-bye now.